If you could instantly delete one annoying thing from modern life, what would it be?
Okay, this sounds mean because, like, I'm not going to eliminate my kids, but, like, the first thing.
Welcome to Property Management Uncensored. I am Phil Kazmierzak along with Samantha McKinney. Today we are talking about methodical move-outs, mistakes, myths, and must-dos. Wow. Mm-hmm. Thank God.
I thought you would stutter on that one
I thought
sure,
I did too.
No.
That's why I'm holding it in my hand instead of having it over here, so I didn't have to look at it. So we'll dive right into it. Why do move-out inspections matter? Why are they so important?
Because it documents the condition of the property.
Absolutely. And our number one job, because we work for the owner, is to protect their asset. That's what we do. Mm-hmm. So we do these move-out inspections. They are pretty detailed. We don't actually do them personally for the move-out or the move-in. In most case scenarios, we bring in a third party.
Most case scenarios.
Yeah, we've partnered with a company called On-Site Pros, which is phenomenal. They come in and do the move-in, move-out inspections. It looks like a mini home inspection report. Like if you were purchasing the home, you get practically the same thing, only it's a visual inspection, of course. Since we're just documenting for damages in the condition of the property. But they have been a great company to work with, and it saves you so much time.
I don't miss doing those. I did them for those apartments.
Yeah.
I actually have to do one this week. Oh.
Yes.
They take a long time.
I know. They need to be thorough. Mm-hmm. So that's why we do that. But I mean, can you imagine, let's just say we have 10 move-ins a month and 10 move-outs a month. I mean, that's an additional 20 inspections that you would have to do. And the move-out inspections all have to be within 72 hours.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's 72 hours, not 72 business hours.
I just don't have that attention to detail like other people do. So it's fine that I don't do it.
It's good that I don't do it because I'd be like in and out in 20 minutes. Like, there's a big hole in the wall. Yeah, it's fine. It was there when they moved in. I know. All right. Protect the owner's assets. Also, avoid disputes because every tenant in the history of tenancy says, there's a fly flying around. Do you see that?
No.
It says, I left it better than I found it.
Always.
100% of the time. And I'm like, no, you didn't, because we have this inspection report right here.
Everybody's standard of what it looked like is a little bit skewed over the course of a year or 2 years or 3 years.
Right.
And,
those crayon marks from my kids, I mean, they were there before we even moved in.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I haven't had that issue in a long time. Did I ever tell you about that? It was a house in Suffolk. I went to do the move-out inspection. It wasn't just a crayon mark. You went up the stairs, and then there was like a hallway that overlooked the living room. And it wasn't just a crayon mark down it. I mean, it was several colors all over the wall.
Yeah. No, you didn't tell me about that, but that's the only time I've ever had something for a condition inspection, too. What's with the crayons? You can get like a whole thing of paper for like $1.
I know.
Give your kids some paper, man.
Yeah. It's not as, I don't know, between crayons and those, what are those LED light strips that people put around rooms?
Yes, and it rips the paint off the wall every single time.
I think they're in the lease now where you can't have those, right?
I don't know, but I can't stand those things.
We need to make sure that we add that to the lease if it's not in there. I can't remember, but we'll go through it when we push out a new lease.
I tell people every time.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, it's bad.
Ugh.
They don't even last a long time.
No.
Like, you can do nicer, better ones that don't.
Yeah.
Cost you a whole paint job later.
Also, quick turnovers. Move-out inspection, we know exactly what we need to do. So you've got to do the move-out inspection, know if we need to be cleaned, landscaping done, anything like that. Helps for a quick turnover. Reinforce trust with tenants. We're not the enemy. Like, we are trying to help you get as much money back. And we're going to talk about this later, but I want you to get all of your money back. I don't want to have to do work when you move out. There's not enough money that we're going to make from that where it's going to justify that.
Yeah, we don't want to argue with people all day either.
I don't want to go to court. I don't want to do any of that stuff. So just do what you're supposed to do. It's supposed to be easy. We even provide a guide to you. It's in your lease. And then we provide a guide to them a month prior to move out. So if they're moving out on the 30th of the month, that first week of the month, they get the move out guidelines again because we know they didn't read their lease. But we get them.
They listen, though, every time. Don't you know?
Oh,
they listen.
All the time.
They followed that to a T.
Yeah. And of course, the final reason we do a move-out inspection, it's a legal requirement. We have to. So within 72 hours, we have to do a move-out inspection and then return the deposit to the tenants within 45 days with a statement of charges. And there's an extension to that, but we're not going to go into that on today's podcast. So what can we do to prepare tenants for a move-out inspection?
Everything that we do, but like they're never prepared. So.
I know. So,
everything humanly possible that they don't do.
Right, and they have the lease, and the move-out guidelines are in the lease. And then 30 days prior, we send them those guidelines again so they know what it is. So that's one thing. Our inspection itself is scheduled as soon as we get their notice that they're going to be moving out, we schedule the move-out inspection. So there's plenty of notice in there that they know that it's going to be occurring and that they have a right to be present, which is a legal notice that we have to give them. So
I feel like a lot of tenants have high hopes of returning it in the exact same condition, and then now I see the fly.
Yeah.
And then they get so busy and so overwhelmed with everything of moving, and then
moving
they just
sucks.
Yeah, it does. I wholeheartedly get that.
Yeah.
And then they just try. They're like, well, let me say, and then we show them the pictures of the before and after, and they're like this.
Oh yeah. It's like, I guess I did do that. I mean, same thing. I'm not blaming them whatsoever, because when I moved back to the area, it was full intention to clean the house myself and make sure that it was ready for the buyers that were going to be buying the property, because I like to turn it over the way that I would want it. I would want to move into a new house as well. So the move took 2 days instead of 1. So I was already fuming because I was angry, in a bad mood. Do you think I was going to stick around and clean after that? Absolutely not.
No.
I called the cleaners that we used for our regular, cleanings at the house, and just do it.
Yeah.
I don't care, because I mean, it's frustrating.
Sometimes I just wish that it was automatically in there that we can send, so we don't have to do the arguing. But
you can. I mean, you can put in a non-refundable cleaning fee.
But do you think we'd have more arguing later?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, because tenants are like, well, I'm going to do it myself. Well, you have to have professional cleaners anyway, so why not do it? Let us do it for you. Our cost is probably going to be cheaper because we use companies that give us discounts, so we could charge them less. Additionally, it would save them the coordination fee. So that's something to discuss, maybe.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like too bad.
It's really not.
And then we could make sure it's done right, save me less trips back and forth to the property.
We could automatically get the cleaning scheduled for like the day after they move out. We wouldn't have to be any surprises or be like, oh, that vendor is booked. So, I mean, it's certainly something to look at. Yeah, and some people do it. So it's definitely something to look at. I already mentioned the tenants have a right to be there. Some landlords or property managers, and I know Leah does this here, well, they will do a walkthrough a week or two prior to move out to see where the tenants are in the process. Some people like to do that, some don't. We don't really do that on our end. It's the tenant's responsibility to be ready, so I'm not going to hold their hand.
I just feel like that would be tough when they're already in complete chaos.
And 2 weeks prior, I haven't even started doing anything yet.
Yeah, and if I go in 2 weeks prior, I'm going to expect it to be in chaos because they're moving out. And so if it is in chaos, I'm going to be like, this is chaos. You got to fix it. Like I don't know how much our tenants would, or how much we would. Maybe. I mean, maybe to just like have a heads up, but
and like with ours, a lot of our tenants are military, so they're bringing in military movers. They're not moving until that last day, typically. So I mean, us being there, and they're going to be packing up for probably a 2 or 3 day pack out. So us being there a week or two prior isn't going to do anything.
Yeah,
it's just
maybe that
reminding
9-month
them.
inspection though.
I know, and we'll talk about that. Probably maybe during our VTO today. Yeah. The inspection itself, what are we covering? Do you remember what I told you over and over again when you were doing inspections, what we cover?
Everything.
Everything. The 4 walls, the floor, and the ceiling.
Yes.
Like, of every room.
I thought you were going to say, because one of my biggest downfalls with inspections, and I know it, I'll take the heat for it, is screens. So I thought you were going to say, what's one thing I've always yelled at you about?
No, because, I mean, that's more of a move-in, move-out thing.
Well, yeah. Oh, inspections.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm losing my train. Okay, yeah, no.
Yeah, so...
get all 4 walls.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard, though. What if there's a mirror on a whole wall? And I'm like, you're getting 3 of these walls because I'm not standing here taking a mirror selfie for you.
I love when people do inspection of bathrooms, because there's always a mirror in a bathroom, whatever. It's always, I'm like, I always look to see if the person tried to get out of the photo or if they just don't care and they just take the photo and they're in the mirror. Like, love looking at that.
It just depends. If I can like stand around the corner and click it, then I will. But if I know it's going to take too much maneuvering, I'm like,
Same with listing photos. When people put a home on the market for sale, I look at the bathroom to see, did the agent use a cell phone to do it? Because otherwise you're going to see them in the reflection.
Yep.
Or did they use a professional company where you're not going to see that and edit it? Or if they are, they're edited out of the photo.
You know what, though? Man, I really wish that you would give me a video option for these inspections. Do you know how much easier things would be? I would be in and out in like 2 seconds. You just video.
There's
But I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The downside is videos are harder to use in court.
Why?
Have you ever had to hand your phone to a judge? I have. That scared the shit out of me. You have no idea what's going to pop up while the judge is looking at your phone.
I didn't even think about that.
So let's do that.
That is so funny. Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay.
Don't do that.
I didn't even, you can't.
It's terrible. I was so scared. I was like, oh my God.
That's funny. So, well, there are some courts that you can just take your phone in. Mm-hmm. And the ones that you don't, you just have to like get permission to beforehand.
You have to You have to tell them it's evidence. You have to tell them it's evidence. Yeah. Because some are like, nope. And I was like, well, it's on my phone. I mean, that's what I did.
Yeah, and then I guess if you do have to go to court and taking still shots of all of the video, okay.
That's tough. The one time I needed it, though, they didn't even question me, but I think it's probably because, do you remember the old briefcase I had that was like the professional, actual? They just thought I was a lawyer and they just let me through.
No, nice. Nice. You always dress really nice,
I was
too.
like,
That makes
okay,
sense.
that worked out perfectly.
That's cool.
So they didn't question it.
Maybe for the condition inspections. Because, how often do you go to court for those?
That's true.
And
never.
those should be like 1-2 minutes.
There's programs we can use. What is it called? Z Inspector, I think, has a video option.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of inspection companies that have the video option, so we can look into them. I mean, if it makes it easier and it's going to make it faster, I'm a fan, as long as you can still pause or zoom in on areas.
And I can talk during it too, and then maybe instead of reviewing all the pictures one by one, the video.
Yeah, and then we just send the videos to the owners, put it in Drive and share it.
More food for thought. We have good ideas today.
I know. Oh my gosh. Save it for the VTO.
I know.
Our VTO is our quarterly meeting that we do.
It's scheduled for today. It's been pushed off twice.
It's been pushed off once.
Was it once?
Yeah, once.
Okay.
And it was because I had other things that I wanted to do. That day was, it was the first of the month. And I was like, we cannot, we were busy. We could not do this meeting today. That's what it was. Results. So tenants have the opportunity to be, or the right to be at the inspection. I would say probably 90% of the time they're not there. But the ones that are there expect to be given the results at the time. And that doesn't happen because, one, it's a third-party inspection company. Their entire job is to document the property, and that's it. Mm-hmm. They're not going to tell you it was like this at move-in. They don't know. Yeah. So then the report comes to us the next day. Then we can compare the move-in and the move-out, and then we can make the determination. But no determinations are made on site.
Would you say 10% go to them?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I don't really deal with them much. That's a lot.
It's very, very... maybe 5%.
It's going to be awkward to be standing around doing your inspection while somebody's just like standing there.
The only time I know they're there, because we use a third party, is when I get the invoice from them. There's an extra cost if someone is there.
Really?
Yes.
How much is that extra cost?
It's $25 or something like that.
Okay.
It's nothing crazy.
For the inconvenience of having to deal with other humans.
Yes. You want to meet with me? Great. There's a $25 cost.
Invoice them $25. You want a meeting? $25.
I love that. My meeting count would drop drastically.
That is funny that they
Chris
do
would make a ton of money.
Yeah. That is really funny.
I love that. Okay. Let's see. We talked about the results are shared within 45 days, of course. One thing, tenants like to complain about this. They're like, well, send me the receipt that you had this done. No.
Yeah.
There's no reason for me not to send it or to send it, but no.
Yeah.
You got your statement of charges. If you want to see it, take me to court. I'm happy to provide it in discovery.
You should have done it to begin with. You should have paid your own vendor to get it done, and then you can have the receipt.
Because in the meantime, we're going to court if you want to dispute it. You probably aren't going to have an attorney. I am. We're going to win because we have the documentation. We generally always win. And then you're going to pay my attorney's fees.
Mm-hmm. You want to know what would happen if we did? They would just call the vendor and dispute the vendor's prices with the vendor.
That's happened. Mm-hmm. And the vendors the last time it happened, I want to say was about a little over a year ago, and the vendor let us know that, okay, this person called, and we didn't discuss anything with them. I'm like, that's fine, thanks.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't care.
Again, I think people are oblivious to how much things cost to fix.
I know. They don't get it. And sometimes even if it's been a while since I've had to have something repaired, the costs have gone up so much the past probably 3 years. I'm like, oh, even the cost of a light bulb. People were like, why is it $50 for light bulbs?
Because it's LED. Yeah,
Do you know
LED ones. You can't go to the dollar store and get them anymore like you used to.
Because even I see that. I'm like, a bunch of lights need to change, $50, $75. I'm like, for light bulbs, that's crazy.
But if you go to Home Depot, sure enough.
Yep.
That's why we do everything in our house ourselves, just kind of half-ass it.
Yeah.
It's so expensive.
It just stays not done for months until I get around to do it. That just popped in my mind. There was something I have to do, and I can't remember what it was, but I was like, oh, yeah, I need to get around to doing that. I did finally change my filter, though.
That's why we don't pay somebody to. Oh, I did that, too. And I was embarrassed with myself as a property manager.
I have a very low tolerance for tenant complaints based on a move-out inspection. It boils my blood because I'm like, you see the inspection, there's a repair that needs to be done, and you're still going to dispute it.
Yeah, well, and you want to know what's crazy is when they move in, they are so particular. Mm-hmm. There's a nail in the wall right here. They're going to document that, and if that's not on your move-in inspection, you better make sure you put it on there.
Yep.
But then they'll leave and put like 20 nails. They'll do what I call girl math on, picture frames, and right. Instead of leveling it and doing it the first time, they'll put like 9 nails in the holes and then hang it, and then they're like, there were nails in the holes in the wall when I moved in, and I'm like, buddy, not like that. What are you talking about?
People that put their family photos, and there's like 80 of them, and like a 20 by 20, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and so I'm like, your standard to yourself is, you have one-sided expectations here, and it don't work like that.
And when we get those emails, I'm like, I'll respond to that one myself.
Yeah.
Like, I love that because I'm like, it lets me get out some aggression. So the podcast is titled Mistakes, Myths, and Must-Dos. So mistakes, I'll tell you mistakes that property managers make, which we see as when I see in the groups or conferences or whatever. One, there are still agents out there and landlords that use a paper checklist. For whatever reason, I have no idea. And when I started in the business in 2015, it was just starting to move over to photos. And it could have been before that, but I mean, this company was just starting to move into photos. And there was like a thumb drive that I found that was full of like a ton of inspection photos. And I was like, what do I do with these? Yeah, so obviously everything is all digital now, and photos and videos if possible, but yeah.
If you handed me a thumb drive and said, Sam, I'd be like...
I threw it away like a year ago.
Yeah.
I don't even have a way to access it now.
Wait, actually, no, there's a thumb drive in my drawer that has been there for the last 3 years. Is that what that is?
That's probably what that is. It's probably inspection photos.
But I didn't want to throw it away because I was like, I don't know if this is important or not. How long ago did...
It's from 2015.
Watch us throw it away, and then we need something from it next week or something.
You ever have to look at it and see what's on it?
I will. I don't know. I'm kind of scared.
Plug it into your computer, not mine.
I know. What if there's like a virus on it?
Mine's more expensive to replace.
That's true. Give me an excuse
I don't know
to get
what's
a
on
new
it. Number 2, rushing the inspection. We talked about that. Like, if we do it ourselves, it is not nearly as good as if we bring in a third party. Mm-hmm. And when I'm explaining the cost to owners, I'm like, look, do you want a professional company that comes in and does this, or do you want an admin person or a real estate agent that's just coming in and taking photos? Mm-hmm. You want the professional person. You want the professional report. So that's why we do it that way.
I mean, even when I would do like our small apartments myself, when you're looking back on your phone, mm-hmm. and then there would be times I would get back into the office and pull it up on my big computer screen, and I'm like, this is not it. You know, it's not, you can only do so much.
Right. Another mistake, failing to set clear expectations with the tenant. We do that. It's in the lease. We do the move-out guidelines a month prior. Like, there is no reason for them not to know what's going to be happening, but there's a failure to accept responsibility or take accountability for that all the time. Mm-hmm. Happens regularly, and that's when the disputes come into play.
Like when you just say, get the carpets clean, and they get Joe Schmo in a truck from Craigslist. And,
right.
Yeah.
That's. I think we have in our lease, or we used to, no Groupons, and it must be a truck-mounted system. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't go rent a rug doctor from the Home Depot or the Lowe's.
Groupons is a funny one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a fan. I need to make sure that's back in it because I think when we modified our lease last year and we condensed it, that may have been one of the things that was pulled out. But I need to go back and add that if it was.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. Myths. Tenants just automatically assume they're not going to get their deposit back, and I want to give you every penny of your deposit back because I don't want to do any work. Mm-hmm. Like, they're like, oh, you're out to make money. We may make a $50 coordination fee and a $100 reinspection fee. But that's not nearly enough to cover the work that we're having to do.
But I do understand their concern in that. There are some really shisty companies out there who will rob people of their deposits for even apartment complexes. I remember living in one that I won't name, when I first moved to Virginia. And maybe I was one of those people that was like, it was perfect. But I lived there for like 3 months and they replaced the carpets after I left. And they're like, it was in it. I get it. We're not one of those companies. Yeah. I don't know how to make people trust us.
Well, let's talk about fraud real quick because we just had this happen. It didn't involve us in particular, but we have a home on the market. And a random person showed up, said they were from our company. The owner let them in.
Yeah, that is wild.
Even though we tell people, we will let you know through showing time when we are coming to show the property. You must approve or deny the showing. That is the only way it is through our company. Yeah. So he lets this person in who is showing it to this other person. That fake agent is going to steal that deposit now.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Crazy.
Yeah. Also, scammers are getting real,
Great. With AI, you can't tell if a video is real or not.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know this person.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about? Follow the process.
Yeah, so if you're
There's a reason there's confirmations and we tell you stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
like,
that was a wild one because I actually went in.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. I can't imagine letting someone in my house, like, knowing that.
I know, and then, the way I would feel afterwards. And be like, okay, well, yeah, great. They've been in my house now. And
he didn't get a card from them. He didn't get any information from them. So we can't warn this potential tenant, do not give this person any money. Like, there's nothing we can do.
Yep.
They're going to be out. I don't know how much that property was, but they're probably going to be out $2,000.
I don't know why people don't look into, do people get these text messages and, just...
And just do what they say? Yeah. Like, you owe $37 in tolls. Yeah. Oh, let me go ahead and pay that. This text must be legit. Ridiculous. Okay. I got one the other day. It was like, this is your third and final warning. What are you going to do? Take my tires?
Yeah.
Okay. I have an easy pass. I'm good. I promise.
I got the same one, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, and it was like I was like, if it's that concerning, I'll get another notice from somewhere.
Come get me.
In conjunction with the same name as something else. Like, come on.
Haul me off to jail. 3 hots in a cot. Take me now. Oh, I knew I wanted to tell you something. So I'm watching a show. Have you watched Wayward? Was it Wayward?
No.
Yes, it was Wayward. Okay, so and this is in the very first episode. I'm not giving anything away, but it's for teens with behavioral issues get taken to the school, okay? So there's this teen, she's still living at home, whatever. Well, they come and take her in the middle of the night. Her parents have orchestrated this, of course. They come and take her in the middle of the night and they haul her off to the school. And I was sitting there, I'm thinking...
That sounds familiar.
I'm thinking, how do I make this happen? Just take me away.
Yeah. But maybe not from the teenage years where I didn't have any responsibilities, but now for sure.
I'm all a fan.
Sure.
You want to come kidnap me? I'll leave my front door open. Let's go.
No, but I'm watching this really good show I have to tell you about later.
Okay. Must do's. Follow the move out guidelines for the tenants. Must do's. Have to. Because otherwise you're going to get all these, we're going to have to do it, and then we're going to charge you because we had to do it. Mm-hmm. Just follow the list.
Just read your lease. Read your
lease.
First and foremost, we had somebody today, and I was like, I appreciate so much when somebody reads their lease and they follow the directions because it makes me want to give them grace.
Yes.
Because I'm like, you did what you were supposed to. You didn't come to me and ask me to figure it out for you. You did what you wanted, what you needed to do.
Yep.
Now I'm going to do what I have to do, and it's easy.
Yeah. We had a potential new client, sent her the agreements, and she responded. She wanted us to make all these changes,
I
which
know what you're
we're
talking
not
about.
going to do because, we don't change our property management agreements. Property management only works when it's consistent. But she questioned certain paragraphs. That's fantastic. That's exactly what I want from every owner because I want you to read that agreement. Mm-hmm. Don't just trust what we're saying. Like, it's all legit. It's all in there. But you should be reading every sentence of any contract, regardless.
And I mean, I know it's a little bit long. I feel like our contract is shorter than most. But I mean, we put only the essential information. We don't want you to read a bunch of crap that you're not going to understand either. Like,
Right.
it's just the stuff that you need
We
to
took
know.
out all the legal crap, like that was like, all the big words and that didn't matter.
Because we
and-
don't want to go through it either.
Yeah. All right. Are you ready to move on to our rapid fire questions? Excellent. They're not bad today.
I thought you were going to bring up that person that asked you to explain something and you looked at the document and it didn't even say it was opened yet.
Oh my gosh. That was just
I thought that's what you were going to
yesterday.
talk
Can
about.
you explain your fees? Can you open the agreement and read it first?
Because it'll say opened or not opened.
Because we already did the initial call where all the fees were gone through.
And all of the fees are on the first page of
I know.
that document.
I know.
Yeah.
Like,
That
read
one
the
was
document. Okay. Question 1. What are you binging right now?
The TV show.
Which one?
Well, are you talking about binge eat? What am I binge eating right now?
No.
What am I binge watching?
Yeah, what are you binge watching right now?
I don't know because I just started something last night and I want to tell you about it, but I can't remember what the name is. But it's like the #1 most popular show, and
On Netflix?
I think
Or are you on
so.
Hulu?
Oh,
It could be the-
It's the guy with the. I think. Troy said something about like the guy who it rubs the lotion on its skin is in there or something. I don't know, but it's a really like twisted.
Is it the documentary Ed something or
No,
other?
it's a series. I can't
Oh, okay.
remember the name. That's the only thing I'm watching right now.
Okay. Well,
I'm
we'll
gonna have
figure
to
out what
come
that was.
back. Yeah, I'm upset.
Explain what you do for a living without saying what you do for a living.
I'm trying to think of how my kids would put it into words. She gives people homes and makes people homeless.
Okay. I would say I'm a professional babysitter.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, on the back end of
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Everything. If you had to give a TED Talk tomorrow and it cannot be about your job, what would you speak about?
How to manage the stresses of everyday life. Like I don't know what else. That's
Okay.
That's all I work and I manage.
You don't need to show it, but what is your favorite tattoo?
Probably my moth. Yeah.
Okay. If you could put one phrase on a billboard for everyone to see, what would it be?
A phrase.
Yep.
We're all sinners sinning, or we're all sinners judging each other for sinning differently.
Ooh. That's a good one.
Because I think a lot of people need to be humbled in
Yeah.
the way that they.
Just something like be nice. Jesus.
But I think that's a intricate way to put it, because it's true.
What's the most random thing in your car right now?
Ooh. Oh, you want me to be honest?
Yes.
2 Kita properties that I don't know where they go to. They have been sitting
But we
in
haven't
my
needed
cup
them.
holder for like 2 months, and I'm like, what are these 2 for?
The worst thing is when I was before you, like I would have the keys myself, and I'd just put them in my pocket, and I'd come home, and the key would come off the label, and I don't know where the label went, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
And they're sitting there and I keep telling myself that I'm going to try them at random doors when I'm doing and I go into autopilot and they've just been, and I'm like, I'm never gonna fit, but like they're still there. They're going to stay there probably for like another 6 months, but until we need keys for something.
Yeah.
and we maybe don't have them, then I'm going to go try those.
In most of our keys, we have duplicates of all of them on there, so
Yeah.
not a big deal. What's a feature your home doesn't have that you want?
A hot tub.
Okay.
That's
a good one. Did you get rid of your pool yet?
No, I got to. I'm asking my neighbor if she wants it. But like also I feel like I should be kind and tell her what a big headache it is and not to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot tubs are so easy. It's maybe 5 minutes a week.
I think that's the only thing I'm nervous about is I just don't want to have to go outside and maintain anything.
It's so easy.
I
All you
know.
have to do is add the chemicals
Ooh, a
once a week.
sunroom. A sunroom.
Okay.
A sunroom for sure.
I want a gas fireplace.
Why a gas one?
I've had wood and they're a mess.
No, I have a wood burning one and I absolutely love it. They have those Yankee candle logs now that you can just put in and you have to get that thing cleaned once every 3 years. And you just take the shop back and vacuum it out. Beautiful.
Interesting.
And they smell nice.
If you could instantly delete one annoying thing from modern life, what would it be?
Okay, but so like, okay, this sounds mean because like I'm not gonna eliminate my kids, but like the first thing that popped in my head is like the word mom, because I'm like and I'm like hearing the word mom, so I'm like the
Otherwise,
word
they're gonna be
mom.
like, Samantha,
I know,
Samantha,
yeah.
I'm hungry, Samantha.
Okay, like I was like, I have to say something out loud because it's gonna take me a second to re-divert this thought.
They're too old to take to the fire station. I've told you this before.
I know.
Social media would be mine. I hate social media. And I hate
cell
how addicting
phones.
it is. Oh,
Just cell phones in general. I don't like answering my phone. I don't like because I'm on my phone all day at work, all day long.
I know.
I am answering emails. I am answering WhatsApp calls from my sweet little Melissa. Like I am just answering my phone at all times throughout the day.
Yeah.
And I am on my GPS. Like my phone dies like 2 times during the work. Like I'm sitting there working on my computer, like texting on my phone, and I get home and I don't want to touch the thing. I don't want to answer anybody. I don't, and it's bad.
That's why it takes you forever to respond.
And I won't look at it. I won't respond. I hate it.
If your life were narrated by someone, who would you want it to be?
Adam Sandler.
That's a good one.
Yeah, for sure. I was thinking Snoop Dogg too. He would
He'd
be
be a
funny.
good one.
Yeah.
I would. Mine would absolutely
Charlie
be.
Sheen for you.
No. Did you watch his documentary?
No, but I think he's
I did.
funny.
He is very
He's a
funny.
jerk.
There was a lot that I learned about that watching that documentary, but absolutely Trump. Like, there this guy goes,
yeah.
biggest mistake
Oh
ever.
my
Huge.
God, yeah, that would
Never
be
learns
good.
his lesson.
It's just terrible. Terrible. Very unfortunate thing.
What's the most bizarre rule you had to follow in school, looking back?
Ooh. Like the school's rule or like a parent's
the
rule?
school's rule.
Man, I went to 4 different high schools, so like I'm trying to think of like each high school because it was actually insane the like difference between the rules in all of the schools. Okay, so when I lived in Kentucky and I went to high school in Kentucky, so it wasn't like in the school handbook, obviously, but there were security guards all throughout campus, and all of the kids in the school could only dip tobacco and smoke cigarettes at smoking sections on the high school grounds. Mm-hmm.
Don't you have to be
And
21 to purchase that stuff?
All of the teachers knew, like the security guards knew. Corbin, Kentucky is a different place.
18
So let
back
me
then.
tell you, it's a different, it's like backwoods. And everybody does it at a young age. So yeah, that was probably, other than that, I think everything was pretty demure.
I'm
What about you?
I'm going to throw it back to grade school, and I'm going to say to have to ask to go pee. Like,
Oh,
seriously?
yeah.
You're going to tell me no? Fine, but it's going to be your problem here in a
We
minute.
had passes. So, like, you only got, like, 6 per quarter, and if you used all of them.
Crazy. And I can't remember what grade it was where we could stop asking, and we had, like, it was like a red light, green light on the wall, and if it was red, you couldn't go because someone else was out. And then when they came back, they flipped it to green, and then you could go. So that was cool.
I guess another weird. So people have told me before, because the very first high school I went to was my freshman year, and we had a pool there, and you had to take swim class, and you had to shower nude in like this big like jail. There's no walls, like completely open, and you had to do it.
Yep.
And I feel like, if a child, at the age of 15, 16, going through puberty, doesn't want to do that, they shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
So I guess that was kind of like an odd one to make kids do.
I went to it was a public school. I guess it would probably be considered a charter school now, but it was a public school. It was the second year. I was the second class. It was a brand new school. And when you were a freshman, if you did not do your homework, you got a homework detention. It was because it was an academic prep school, so you had to do your homework like your freshman year, or you had detention that night.
That sucks.
Yeah, I think I only had it like one time because I forgot or something, but it wasn't anything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
All right, that is it. That is all 10 questions. Thanks for checking out this week's episode of Property Management Uncensored. We'll catch you next time.